Hello. I forgot to do the wave first. I'm Scott Hall, and I'm a psychic medium and channel, and I'm just doing a little check-in today from the coronavirus quarantine. And I've been thinking about children a lot, and what we need to do for children during this time. And of course, I'm going to say some things. It doesn't mean that I'm actually doing them. I'm going to say them, and then I'm going to think about them like I usually do, and then I'll do them. So I'm not being a hypocrite. I know that I haven't done all these things, or haven't thought this all the way through, and that I've not been perfect. But my thinking is that children really need to be protected right now. Protected from all this stuff, talk about death, and basically about death. And think about all the stuff that you're going through. We can hardly handle it as adults, and even we have teenagers, and they seem to handle it okay. But I can tell, like with my son, I can tell how it's affected him, and it really bothers him if I've got the news on and I'm getting down, and I'm not even recognizing his presence some of the time, and he's there, and maybe I should turn the TV off. For young children, for sure, turn the TV off and spend time with them, and then have the adult time where you go look at the news and about the death counts and everything. I had a client who has a young son, and he was very upset and has a bunch of stuff going on, and I tuned in, and I could tell it was, it was everything. The reasons for a child's upsetness right now would best be categorized as everything, because it's not just whatever's happening with their toy, it's not just whatever's happening with their friend, it's not just that they don't like the food they're eating, it's the whole environment that they're in right now. We just walked the dog in the neighborhood, and we saw a young boy, two young brothers actually, and one of them, the ball got away from one of them, and it rolled across the street, and some nice man came and picked up the ball before he thought, and he realized, I've got this ball, and now the father of the boy has to consider this ball contaminated. And he went over, and he saved the ball from getting run over by a car, but he had to go over and hand the ball to the father and say, I'm sorry. Right? And so the kids are watching this whole thing, and then I just imagine a kid going, why can't I touch the ball? Oh, you can't right now, we gotta wash it. What's wrong with it? How do you explain that to a kid? Oh, it's contaminated now. Why? Because the nice man brought it over? Why? What? It's what? What's wrong with it? It's got poison on it? So there's only so much you can do to protect the children, but it's got to be rough. So for y'all with young children, it's got to be tough. But just think, so it always goes back to what Ave says. Hi, Sydney, and hi, Julie. He says, grow your own campfire. Take care of your own love. So as parents, if we're truly doing this, and we're truly feeling in love with ourselves and in love with the earth, then our children vibe off of that, and all is well. But the reality is that this is a very difficult situation, and we're spending a large amount of time not in love with ourselves, not in love with the planet, but in fear, and that is affecting our children, and it could be not just young children. So I have adult children too. So I have a 16-year-old, or rather 15-year-old who lives with me. I have a 30-year-old daughter who lives in south of LA, and I've got a 28-year-old son who lives north of Atlanta. So the 30-year-old daughter just was very upset because she couldn't come here because she had a ticket, and here her grandmother was saying don't come, her mom was saying come. She's like, should I come or not? And I said, I think it'd be better if you didn't right now, because you would feel better if you could visit and feel good during that visit. Right now, if you were to visit Atlanta right now, you're going to feel bad going to the airport. You're high risk anyway. And there's all these reasons. So in other words, I just spent a lot of time talking to my daughter about this, and she's 30, so she's, being my age, I consider her like she's a newer adult, right? So, and it's really affected her. So I spent a lot of time on FaceTime talking with her, just talking crap. And it was just great. It was great to see her face. And that's something we wouldn't normally do as much. We usually talk on the phone. We don't FaceTime, but we wanted to FaceTime to see each other. So that was really good. So even adult children need help. And then the other side of that is, what about older parents? How are older parents coping with this? So my mom is, and she would admit to this openly, she does. She likes to find problems when she's bored. And so she called me today about some dust that was accumulating on her cabinet, that because of it, she thinks it's the bracket from a TV causing it. And I said, let's not worry about this now. But she's just bored. So even, it's funny how the older we get, we become more childlike. So anyway, it's a bit challenging. Sydney says she's not supposed to travel so hard as it is. She needs to stay put. Yes, and by the way, Sydney, she's staying put. She's not traveling. I put it in a way that, she's 30, so I said, it's your decision, but here's what I think, because she asked me. It was really nice that she asked me. It meant a lot to me that she wanted my opinion on it. So I'll visit her when this is all over, and then she can enjoy her trip to Atlanta, which will be nice. I wanted to talk about just how I was feeling too recently. So I had great days. Last time I did a Facebook Live, I was talking about how I went riding on the Beltline, and now everyone's like, don't ride on the Beltline. And for those of you who don't know, the Atlanta Beltline is what used to be railroad tracks, and now it's a long a trail, basically a sidewalk that's about 10 feet wide, or more than that, maybe 15 feet wide. And so, I was on it, and now people are like, oh, you shouldn't be on the Beltline because you're passing people and whatever. So I may not be in the Beltline. But anyway, I had a great day, a great couple of days where I went on the Beltline, I got out, and then the next day I was so pollinated that I couldn't breathe, and I had to take allergy medicine. And allergy medicine, the kind of allergy medicine I had to take, really affected my brain, and I was like a zombie for a day. So I lost a whole day. Let's see. Cindy says, do you two have a big enough backyard to feel like you can relax? We don't go out in our backyard much. It gets really buggy back there, unfortunately. But we have a nice neighborhood where we can walk around the neighborhood, and we just kind of cross the street so that we're not passing side by side with someone. So that's nice. Yeah. Sydney has a really nice place. You've got plenty of land. But yeah, no, we have a nice place, and we're really fortunate to be where we are in Candler Park, Atlanta. It's really nice here, and we get to go outside, and we don't have to be, we could stay away from people and still wave at them and say hi. But so anyway, the other day I was feeling really horrible. So and then Janet's going up and down too. It's just this what's going on can affect you, and that was pollen, but once again, it's everything. It's not just pollen. It's pollen under these conditions. It's pollen like I can't go out, and what does that mean? I never get out because I don't even go in my car because I don't go to any public places. So if I can't go out in the pollen, I can't go out, period. So things are different. That's for sure. So I feel better today. I didn't have to take medicine, but I just went for a short walk, and then I'm also showering to get the pollen off of me, which helps with the possible corona thing too, by showering and keeping nice and clean. So I don't know if y'all saw, but I am going to do a free channeling of Ave on Friday, April 10th, this Friday at 7 p.m. And if you can't make it, sign up for it anyway, because I'm going to have a recording. So this will be my first virtual channeling of Ave. And Janet's going to have to operate the Zoom, so it's going to be a little difficult because we just got to do it. Because when I'm in channeling zone, channeling Ave, I can't manipulate electronic things. At least I don't think I can. Who knows? Maybe I can. But so she'll be doing that. So we'll see how it goes. But great, Sydney's gonna be there. So so sign up. There's a Facebook ad, and there'll be more ads, and there's one on Instagram now too. If you go to those, that says how to get the link to sign up, and then you'll get an email giving you the Zoom link right before Friday before the channeling, and Does want to say anything about that? No. And I'm also going to be performing another online concert music thing. So I did the Pajama Jam last week or 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to have another jam. I don't know if it's going to be Pajama Jam. We'll see what it is. I don't know. I may just wear regular clothes for once because I don't really wear them much anymore. I'm actually wearing regular clothes right now, by the way, which is a rarity. But anyway, so let me know what you're doing. Let me know what you're feeling and what you're going through, and any thoughts you have on children and how to kind of protect them. I feel like they just need to be kind of protected right now, and ears covered, and just keep it simple for them. Keep it really simple for them. But let me know what your thoughts are, and you can comment below, and I'll comment back to you. All right. Well, I hope you all are having a great day. Bye, Sydney, and take care. Bye.